recently, hold on, let me actually do the overlay first. What other Zerg is gonna come out? Is it gonna be Calm? Oh man, it might be Calm.
네, 사실 스토어에서도 워낙 바쁜 일정 또 이런 것들을 갖고 있는 허영무 선수인데, 자 그럼 허영무가
It's gonna be Modesty, aka Modesty. What? Alright. Sick song choice, by the way.
김현우 선수가 뭔가 팀 내에서 제대로 인정받지 못하는구나라는 인상을 현재까지는 주고 있는데 이번 경기를 마무리 지으면서 지금 현재 그 스타투에서 저가
I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, Jangbi recently played the Ace match against Xanadu in Con vs Ace, and spoiler alert, he lost, which is quite funny because he actually played Xanadu in the first match in Brood War and won, and he lost in the Ace. I didn't notice that when I casted it originally, but then when I looked back and was like doing the bots, I was like, oh, that's pretty funny. Low. So, this is now a must-win situation for Con. If Jangbi takes the game, then we will go to an Ace match. If Modesty beats Jangbi, then STX will take the series, and that will be all for today. We only have one match today, so it is a weekday cast. And here we go on Cloud Kingdom in the bottom left as the red Protoss. We have Jangbi for Samsung Con. And in the top right, as the blue Zerg, we have Modesty.
그것을 오늘은 A까지 연결시켜주는 역할을 해야 되고요. 자 그리고 오른쪽에 한시 김현우 저그 진영입니다.
So, looks like standard Forge Fast Expand from Jangbi. Gonna go scout with that pylon probe. We have seen recently in several PvZs the Protoss just going like blind. Actually, wait, no, I think I'm getting this confused with the Brood War games. No, in the Brood War games we've been seeing a lot of blind Forge Nexus cannons, but not in the StarCraft 2 games. Okay, never mind. Anyway, looks like Modesty continuing to grown up. Probably just gonna go for the standard 14 pool. And yep, he's on 14 now, saving up the money. And Jangbi's gonna see this. Probably gonna wait for the pool to be placed, and then go back and block the natural.
신대근 선수에게 패배를 했었죠. 에이스 결정전에서. 그래서 이 맵을 좀 이제 그래도 많이 나았다는 것 자체가 이 맵을 선호하는 것이고.
So he's gonna chill in the main for a little bit. And we are actually gonna have a Forge first here from Jangbi, even though I'm pretty sure you can just 15x. He's going for a 15 Forge instead. Looks like he's gonna go 15 Forge and 17 Nexus, or something like that, and gonna block this this hatchery. So that's fine. And actually, it looks like he's going to go over to the third and try and block that as well. So that's going to be super annoying for Modesty here. Oh, it's going to be erased. It's erased. Block it. Block it. Oh, blocking him like a boss here. Well, it looks like he does get chased away eventually, but that is a pretty late hatchery. I think he made that hatchery on like 600 minerals, 700 minerals, something like that. Anyway, updates are available. Thank you. Wait, go away. Come on, make it go away. No. Alright, there we go. So, yeah, looks like some Lings are going to take down the pylon of the natural. I mean, Jangbi did delay that expansion by quite a bit, but, you know, obviously Zerg can go and take his natural now as his third, and it shouldn't get disrupted too much. Looks like he's already got a second queen lined up here. Possibly just going to inject once with that first queen and then immediately send it over to the third, I guess. That's quite a long walking distance, though. You know, like usually Zergs will send the first queen to the natural after it's done its inject, so they can immediately get an inject off on the natural hatchery. But I don't think the queen can actually walk that far, can it? Well, it looks like he's gonna go for it anyway. All right. I guess it's not that bad. It's quite a long little tiptoeing distance. And the probe's gonna see that queenie walking over. I don't think it got close enough to see the natural though, but I mean obviously you would assume that that's there. In the meantime, gases have been taken, as you can see, and looks like the queen actually going to get there in good time, just as the hatchery finishes. Alright, I guess it's fine then. Get that inject off straight away. I want to see how much energy there is on that queen though. I don't know if it got a little bit too much energy or not. But you can always poop out a creep tumor. In the meantime, this Wallen actually hasn't been finished. He didn't put another pylon there. So there is actually a bit of a big gap there at the Wallen. And oh, look at this, the Overlord actually seeing that little pylon on the edge there. It's quite cool. I wonder if Jangbi just gonna try and hide some tech or something, or maybe I don't know. He's like he placed it so that he could hide that pylon and cybernetics core. Maybe he's gonna hide the fact that he's chrono boosting his warp gate a lot or something, and go for some kind of warp gate attack, warp gate timing. In the meantime, just chrono boosting out those probes. And Modesty will just drone up as usual. Alright, so it looks like we do have a third gas here, taken in Vision of the Overlord. The fourth gas not taken yet. So he's going to show that third gas. But Zealot chilling at the watchtower. He's hiding that little nook there. Gonna make it inefficient for, you know, small numbers of Zerglings to kill it, or even large numbers. And there's finally the pylon to complete that wall. Good stuff. So, just looking at the production tab, it looks like he's kind of timing it for +1 of Warp Gate to finish roughly the same time. So I wonder if he's going to go for some like big Zealot attack or something. Some +1 attack. The Overlord does get in, but he doesn't see the Warp Gates getting placed. It looks like 3 additional Warp Gates now. Not an insane number. Not going to go up to 6 or 7 or 8. And it looks like Observer just showing us this awesome statue thingy. Alright. I was like, well, why are they zooming in there? There's no unit there. Because the Protoss statue is awesome. Yeah. Maybe that's like actually a statue of Jangbi on this map, because like Jangbi, I don't know, won some amazing victory. Like let's erect a statue to Jangbi. Because aren't they like starting to put aren't people actually starting to put like ads and stuff on the map? I thought I saw some version of Antigua where in the middle of the map there's like a little ad thing on the ground, like, and I saw it on a screenshot of the Dota one as well, where like the banners are replaced with like EG banners or something. Man, that is just so bizarre, I think. But you know what? I'm not even surprised. Anyway, so it is going to be a +1 Zealot attack here. Robo is on the way, but these +1 Zealots are going to be pretty darn effective against Zerglings, although there are 6 Roaches on the way though, and Roaches are pretty good against Zealots as long as you micro them a little bit, but it looks like no micro there just yet. Just losing that first Roach immediately, and the Queen might even go down. Doesn't want to lose that Queen. Oh man. Modesty for some reason is not actually microing at all. He's losing drones, he lost the Queen. Like, he had plenty of Roaches against just a handful of Zealots, and he's like, well, let me actually take as much damage as possible from this attack, even though I shouldn't. And oh, look at this, one pylon actually warped in the main. That is going to get spotted though by a Roach. Jangbi's attack is not looking effective at all, despite, you know, Modesty not exactly doing a great job defending. Anyway, looks like Zealot's going to run in here trying to just kill a bunch of drones. But looks like he doesn't actually even target fire properly. Oh, he's going to kill a couple. And looks like a Stalker at the 3rd base as well. So Jangbi just trying to do a bit of multitasking here, but his attack has been shut down basically. Could have been shut down harder, I think. And there's actually a probe still hidden in the main base. I don't know if you guys saw that, but there's actually still a probe hidden in the top right of the Zerg's main. So he can definitely build a pylon there later on in the game to do warp-ins. And look at that, look, it's right there, and it's unspotted. Look, look at that cutie. He's hiding under the O in the on-game net logo. Sick probe there, sick probe. Anyway, Jangbi just gonna wall in that now around there so he can take his 3rd more safely, not worry about counterattacks from there, or backstabs I guess. And he's at 86 supply against the 118 of Modesty, which is fine. Most of that supply is in Roaches. And he's now warping in that pylon. So here's the thing, if Modesty goes for a big attack, against Jangbi's third, Jangbi can just warp in a bunch of units there, and then like counterattack while Modesty's not paying attention, and just use his sentries to defend himself. That's gonna be fine. He's got 2 immortals and what is that, 7 sentries. He should be fine against any roach attack right now. And there's the Zealot warp in into the main base. I think he might have used it a little bit too early there, but he's gonna go after the queen. He's gonna go after the drones as well. Modesty didn't show very good defense earlier on, but it looks like this time he is going to defend without losing a queen. He is losing a number of drones, though. Those Zealots in the mineral line going to town on the drones. I wish we could see how many drones have been killed. Come on, show us the workers lost tab. But it looks like the Roach is now moving into the third base, and Jangbi wasn't quite paying attention, didn't get the force fields off. Oh man, going to lose a good number of these sentries, but no, it looks like the second round of force fields do kind of trap the roaches, and oh, he can trap more roaches. Oh, nice move there, trapping half of the roaches inside, and just gonna finish those off. So actually, Jangbi turning that from a dangerous situation into a pretty nice win for him, getting a bunch of roaches. I think he only lost a couple of sentries there, maybe only 1 sentry actually. So actually, Jangbi's doing quite well now. But Burrow is about to finish. +2 range attack for the Zerg is on the way. Oh, I think is that +2 attack for Protoss as well, or is that +3? I can never remember the colors. Colors, man. Anyway, Blink is also on the way. Still only 4 warp gates as far as I can tell. Oh, actually no, he got those extra 3 at the ramp there. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say if he was still on 4 warp gates, that's a bit silly. But no, he is up to 7 now, in addition to his robo pumping immortals. But now Modesty gonna try some of this multi-pronged roach attacking, poking in at the front at the natural here, and sending in the rest of the units into the third. But nice force fields as well, and oh man, really good force fields. Just kind of making a little donut of those roaches, trapping them there. He didn't even have a Colossus to make the best use of it, but it doesn't even matter. The Immortal's doing plenty of DPS, although it looks like Modesty running in here, taking down a good number of the sentries actually. Jangbi not really paying attention. I mean, he killed a good number of roaches, but trading roaches for sentries is great any day, but looks like, wow, a huge warp-in of sentries there. Looks like Jangbi had plenty of gas in the bank, and Jangbi at about 120 supply to 143 of Modesty's, adding on a ton of gateways here, and I think Jangbi's in a pretty nice position, whiffing those force fields, but you know what? Doing another warp in, getting more immortals, and Modesty, is he like teching up? I hope he's at least teching up behind this or something, because this roach attack is really not being that effective. Looks like he's continuing it though, just sending in more and more roaches and adding a few lings as well. But Jangbi with good multitask here, defending on both fronts. And you know, his 3 bases are still mining against the 3 bases of Modesty. Like Modesty, he's not expanding. I don't know if he's teching or not. I'm looking at the production tab. It doesn't look like he's teching. He's just continuing with this roach attacks. But this is just becoming less and less effective for him as the immortal count goes up, as the sentry count goes up. It's just not, or soccer count rather. It's not being too effective, and here we go, going in once again, but there's a bunch of sentries, not that many force fields going off, but a huge warp in of stalkers, 4 immortals there though. 4 immortals, man, just gonna crush these roaches, and it looks like the other group of units even came around from the other side, and Modesty I think is in a lot of trouble now. He's at about the same supply, but he's got no tech, he's got no 4th base, he's just still stuck on roaches against a mass blink stalker immortal force. I can't imagine him holding this attack anymore. He might just try and go for a big counterattack and do some kind of weird base trade or something, but I don't know if that's going to work out. Oh man, losing some overlords here in the middle of the map and some additional roaches that got rallied to the front. Looks like Jangbi going to go for the 3rd base of Modesty here, and Modesty just trying to do that cool, you know, multi-pronged roach thing, but oh no, losing all of these roaches. Modesty now behind on supply compared to Jangbi, 130 supply against 138 it looks like, and he's also got a far less effective unit composition. Looks like he's going to run in here, try and snipe one of these immortals, but this has got to be over with this attack. There's no way he can hold his 3rd here. There's 3 immortals in the army, but a ton of blink stalkers. And there we go, there's the big blink in, getting a good concave on the roaches. Oh man, that is just so many stalkers. Look at him. This is like the opposite of what usually happens. Usually it's like the roaches are the stalkers, and they're like all running up to the stalkers. God, that's actually so confusing when I actually say it. Basically, Modesty is dead, and he just has nothing left. He needs to GG out, and we will see an ace match, ladies and gentlemen. We will see an ace match. Hopefully a good one. Hopefully not a PvP again. Come on, Modesty, out the game. Out the game. And GG from Modesty. Jangbi takes the 3rd game and keeps Khan alive here. We are going to the ace match. And now whoever wins this this match, by the way, will secure the number 2 position. Both these teams right now are tied in second place in the rankings with a record of 5-3. So whoever wins this will get the second place ranking behind Woongjin, and whoever loses drops down to third.
동심 하나씩 만들고 예 그리고 나서 두 번째 확장 기지 쪽으로 계속.
Alright, so I think they will show us the ace match players first, and then they're going to go to their commercial thing. Now, Rover's been sent out a number of times in ace matches, but